Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into today's episode. We are doing the Smackdown Preview episode. SmackDown's got a few confirmed matches and some people headed to SmackDown this week as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Up first, we got Jade Cargill and Liv Morgan going one-on-one this week. I expect Naomi to show up at some point, possibly at the end of the match, but I'm sure Raquel will also be down at ringside supporting Liv Morgan this week on SmackDown as well. Um, I believe Liv will probably get a dirty win here against Jade Cargill, but I wouldn't be also surprised if Jade Cargill builds more momentum towards her feud with Naomi and gets a win here. Another confirmed match in the women's division this week on SmackDown. We have Zelina Vega facing Piper Nivens, one of the security guards for Chelsea Green. Um, Selena will most likely win this match on her way to a title shot eventually. She'll most likely have to face Alba Fire possibly before she faces Chelsea Green, but I'm more than positive Zelina will pick up the victory this week on SmackDown. And the one other confirmed match for this week in the men's division, we have Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu running it back. This is definitely going to be one hell of a show, and I'm sure these men will definitely be uncontained. At some point, I feel like WWE will trend in the direction of a last man standing match between these two guys, possibly at WrestleMania at this point. Not sure if we'll see the solo turn between Jacob and Solo just yet. They may wait to build that for SummerSlam or somewhere else down the line. It does appear that they are heading in the direction of Jacob and Braun possibly facing at WrestleMania. And like I said, I do believe they will possibly get a last man standing match at some point out of this feud from the looks of how everything's just going down. But we have some huge names this week. Coming to SmackDown. Last week, we saw Paul Heyman come to the ring and he announced that Roman Reigns was going to appear. We also know that CM Punk and Seth Rollins will also be in the house. So look for these guys to get into it for sure. We are also in Dublin. So I know it's a long shot, but could Becky Lynch somehow, some way make her return here? Could we see AJ Lee pop into the picture? I don't know who Roman would bring out, but I mean, hey, could we get these women in action? Could we get a Becky return though here? Brew into an AJ return down the line or something. Could we see that in her hometown? That would be cool to see. But for sure, all these guys are definitely confirmed to be there, so we will see them there for sure. Some other things that I want to look at though before I get out of here. What's next for the Street Profits? Last week they won the WWE Tag Team Champion. So what's next for them in the tag team division? Shout out to them once again though for winning those titles. Congratulations to them. It's been a long time coming. About 4 years without the titles, and 4 years really without doing too much winning. But they are back. And who wants to smoke? So we will see. Tag team division on SmackDown's heating up for sure. And then also LA Knight. What's next for LA Knight? Jimmy last week challenged him for WrestleMania. Nothing's confirmed just yet. So we'll see what's next for him. A couple other things before we get out of here. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. This feud is definitely going to kick off into high gear, I'm sure, at some point. So I would not be surprised if one of these guys are here this week cutting a promo. Even we may even get a car promo from Kevin Owens this week, possibly as well. So we'll see what happens for that feud. And one last thing, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, they were brawling all over the arena last week, backstage. Even came back to the arena one last time. So I'm sure something is in the works for this week's SmackDown. Who knows? They may even kick off the show, continuing the brawl. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the start of SmackDown this week with them two fighting each other. So we'll see what happens. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below. I'll hit y'all with a review episode after SmackDown cuts off. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.